Hobby Collab fam? Welcome back to another classic matchup. Meg and Zach, we're hobbying stuff today.
Yeah.
Yeah. We actually have a lot to do today.
Yes.
I don't know if we're going to have time to hobby. We'll see.
Yeah.
Our topic is returning to old palettes, but
yeah.
we do know why you're here. It's to find out how to enter the giveaway. But we'll get to that later. For now,
yeah,
we are just going to talk about really quick what we're working on today.
Yes.
And then we're going to jump into memes really fast.
Yeah, right away.
Right away. So, me first? You
sure,
first?
Sure, Meg. Why don't you go first?
All right, let's do that. So you guys can take a look. I've been working on this dude for, I want to say a good week now, my croak. And all I have left are these vines. So our topic is, like I said, returning to an old palette. The vines, the colors that I used are not standard, like, out of the pot colors. Like, they are, but I blended them along the way. So I have this palette that I'm working with right here. And I had to go dig up some paints that I think were the right paints. Maybe they weren't. I don't know. But it's going to look fine. And so this is what I'm going for, because I do want the vines to kind of, you know, match. So that's what I'll be doing today. Yeah. What about you, Zach? Your turn.
Yeah. So
look, it broke.
Shocker. So for me, Meg, I'll be working today on my Dread Scythe Harridan army.
Look.
Oh, can we? Oh,
Yeah, just hit this instead.
that one. Okay, great. I'll be working on my Nighthaunt army. These are the two armies we're taking to Old Town Throwdown, you and I, next weekend.
Yeah,
so,
we don't have time to mess around anymore.
Yeah, I have over here, off camera, 60 Dread Scythe Harridans and Lady Olinder. So, the problem with this Musu Black stuff is everything shows up on it. If you get like a little fleck of dust or something.
Here, did you want to
Sure. So here's Lady Olinder, and you can see with her that I have added kind of this blue fade on her, on the back on her robes and on the robes of her attendants. This was done with an ink through an airbrush. So all my Dread Scythe Harridans now need this too. So here's a Dread Scythe Harridan.
Yeah.
So all these ladies are going to be getting that blue fade down towards their bottom there of their robes, and also they're all due for a little bit of cleanup. I don't think I'll get to that today, but a little bit of cleanup, especially around the skull and on the face. So that's my plan. I have 60 of these girls to get done, but it is an airbrush gig, so it hopefully goes pretty fast.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll get them all done today during the stream, but we shall see. And even before we get to that, to help facilitate this, last night I gave 3 of her airbrushes, a Badger Patriot, a Badger Sotar, and the Harder Steinbeck Gentle Soak. And I have begun, I'm kind of going through and cleaning them out right now. I'm actually using the matte, Rudy, I see you're in chat, the matte you got us. It's actually very handy for working, honestly, with 3 airbrushes at once.
Wait, was that what's happening?
Yeah, I cleaned all 3 airbrushes.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I cleaned, we have more than 3 airbrushes, but, brag. But I cleaned a Sotar, a Patriot, and a...
We're humble.
And a Harder Steinbeck.
Yeah.
The Harder Steinbeck.
You know,
we only have one Harder Steinbeck.
You have the reason why we have a bunch of airbrushes because of the journey, I think, that comes with airbrushes, right? You're trying to find the right one. And they all kind of, well, they're different qualities, different purposes, but also Zach collects old-timey airbrushes and restores them. So we have a bunch of those too. And I want to do a stream where you airbrush only with those.
So I absolutely want to do that. But to say that I do that right now is not fair. I plan on doing that.
I have acquired. You did buy a bunch.
I've acquired some.
And you cleaned a few up.
I've acquired some and I cleaned them.
Yeah.
They look very pretty.
They're working.
No.
You just don't use them.
They're not working.
They're fine. Everything's fine. They're not working, really? Okay.
No. So I need more. I need to. It wasn't the easy hobby to jump into, the sub hobby.
The hobby of your hobby.
That I thought it would be. Yeah. I have to do a little more work.
Okay. Well. Do you want to talk about memes?
Let's talk about memes, but before we do that, let's do these.
Let's address about memes, baby.
Let's address this. This is such a funny song. Obviously makes me...
Like, what a bizarre connection to make.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
But also I'm wearing my Bob's Burger shirt, and it always makes me think of the scene in Bob's Burgers when, like, he's driving with the kids, and, like, the kids are trying to ask him about something he doesn't want to answer.
Oh.
And he's like, "Oh, let's put the radio on." And it's that song, and he starts, like, singing along with it. He's like, "Yes, I love this."
Okay, yes.
Like, absolutely the most awkward
You
song.
said something, you wanted to do something before memes.
Yes, thank you, Soups, for gifting 5 memberships. As always, we appreciate your support. Soups, big supporter of the channel. Chat.
We should talk about chat for a second. Chat today's a little weird. It's members only, so it's even weirder than it normally is.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Only members can chat. Now, that doesn't mean members... that does not mean that the giveaway is limited to members.
Yeah, actually...
It just means only members get to party right now.
Actually, it can't be. Legally,
turns out.
Now,
Molly, you were right. My loophole did not work.
We were on stream the other day, and this started coming up. I can't remember if it was Saray started bringing it up and kept being like it's members only. If you go to the Wednesday stream where it first comes up,
We hadn't
you'll notice Saray
down.
being like animated about it, and then I think you'll see me like I'm sitting in this spot, and I'm like, should I say that this is totally illegal?
Listen, sometimes we're wrong. The important thing is that we admit and correct it, and that's what we're doing.
We've done it before. We've done a stream before. We've done a stream before.
We have done a stream.
We've done
before.
a few streams before, but actually, we have done giveaways before, and
we know the deal. I thought I had a loophole. I didn't, which is fine, but
you thought.
It's fine. Anyways, memes. So this is like the news, right? Here's what happened at the Hobby Collab.
Okay.
Vino. I did ask Vino's permission before showing this on stream today. Vino's one of our mods. We love him. And he was having a rough week. So he was having a little bit of extra fun in our hobby hangout chat. And just sort of passed out. Thank you for the party lights, Rudy.
He did just pass out, didn't he?
He did. He kind of passed out, and we left him there because I forgot you can, like, as an admin, you can, like, boot people, right? So I came in later and I did. But Vino, we're glad you're alive. We're glad you're with us. And everyone should, join the hobby hangs because you get friends that will meme you later when you're having a tough time.
The nice thing about Hobby Hang is, you kind of can sometimes live vicariously through other people.
No, it's not an OnlyFans. God, everything's normal in chat, just as normal as it is here.
Yeah,
which tells you a lot.
No, I was saying you can live vicariously through other people a little bit.
Yeah.
And we all got to flash back to our 20s, for better or worse, when Vino was having his episode. We love Vino, and of course we checked in with him to make sure he was okay.
Yeah.
But he's fine. And actually, we're gonna see Vino next week because he'll be down.
Yes!
Yeah, I'm very excited. Honestly.
Actually, those dots hadn't really been connected in my brain yet. But yes, we're gonna see Vino. That's super cool.
It is super cool.
Oh man, this morning, there was a hobby hang this morning, and I just jumped in and insulted everybody and then left. But,
classic.
I was like, man, I wish I could stay.
Classic. What content producers do to their people who support them.
All right, so this is Soy Sumer's meme, and I didn't figure it out. He had to tell me because that's just how I am, I guess.
Well, it's also a little bit how Soy Sumer's memes are. They're kind of esoteric sometimes.
Well, did something happen that would have spawned this meme?
I don't know, but...
So do you understand what the joke is here? Because he told me, so now I get it.
I can't decide
and now I'm like, everyone who doesn't get it is an idiot.
I can't decide if I want Soy Sumer to like jump in a hobby hang, or if I want to meet him at a
I want to meet.
If I want to meet him at a con or not, or if he's one of those situations where you like don't want to meet your heroes,
Is Soy our hero?
Well, he might be insane. I don't know.
No, Soy's great. Anyways, it's pulling a mag.
Imagine seeing movies...
Which makes sense, because I'm full of wisdom, just like this wisdom tooth.
Imagine seeing movies...
But I don't know what the thing next to it really means. It means I'm pissing someone off? I don't get it.
Imagine seeing seeing movies with Gary Busey in them. And being like, wow, that guy's hilarious. I love him. And then meeting him in real life. You'd be like, well, you know what? I should not have done that, I bet. I bet... 80s and early 90s when people were like Gary Busey fans, and then they met Gary Busey, they were like, he was like the original Never Meet Your Heroes.
Was anybody ever a Gary Busey fan? I guess somebody had to be, or he wouldn't be in movies. All right. Anyways, this is pulling
I don't
a
know if
Meg.
it works that way.
You guys just keep explaining it to me. I don't understand what the angry guy next to me is doing. It's just an angry tooth, right? I anger people.
I don't
know.
I mean,
but there
that's
it
like a
is.
generic. That's like, I think of that guy as like generic
generic
generic Gen Z
Gen Z.
figure that they just randomly place in memes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Gary Busey in Predator 2 is
He
excellent.
I mean, he fit the role. Like the role was. It was like the role was designed for Gary Busey, so I can see that argument. Okay, John's on our channel. You guys
Channel.
like-
And
you
even if
guys
they
who
were
like
an AF
John.
channel, we have John. Yeah.
we're a hobby channel, and somehow we got John. I don't know how that works. 'Cause
Well,
I know hobbying stresses John out.
Gaming wise, we're an AOS channel.
Gaming wise, but we're a hobby channel, and John doesn't like hobbying, and he still is with us. That's how cool we are, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Tell me about this.
Well, I haven't seen the latest Game of Thrones show yet, House of the Dragon. I hear good things. I'm kind of like wanting to watch it.
Oh, I want to watch
I think
it. I'm waiting for you to come around.
I think the Targaryens are like my favorite family anyway.
Blaming you now.
So it's kind of cool. Like, oh, cool, favorite family got a spin-off. Like, how rare
the
do you get that?
Emojis.
I don't know. Actually, Lannisters might be my favorite family.
Really?
Lannisters are dope.
God, they're jerks.
I don't know, man. They're so cool.
I don't know, man.
The freaking Starks suck. Like, we can just
What?
admit that.
No, the Starks are my favorite. They're the good
The
guys.
Starks are so
They're
boring.
They're the good guys.
I saw a fan theory that was like...
They're not
I
perfect.
saw a fan theory that's like Arya went out into the, like, heading west or whatever on the boat and immediately died. The boat, like, sank and she just dies. I was like, I love this fan theory. I want immediate Arya Stark death
No,
on the open
I
waters.
Like
No, she's so annoying.
Oh, yeah, no, I like...
I like Stanza.
Sansa.
Sansa. I like
Stanza is a part of music. You should know that. Stanza.
Yeah.
I say stanza, not
Okay.
stanza.
Yeah, I know.
I
That's
assume
why it's not
like
a part of
some weird
music.
British.
Anyway,
pronunciation.
I like her, and I like some of the Stark adjacent characters,
Sorry, too much.
but I
pain
don't
right now.
like any of the actual Starks. They're dumb. I still think the Red Wedding was the most comedic moment of television in recent history
Well, then you're watching it wrong.
because I dislike the Starks, so it was just great,
Well,
good,
anyways,
clean
this
fun.
applies to you because you raise an army of jerks. You're OP, and you need to stop playing.
Listen, you know what's really funny? Go back to that one for a second. I have to say... Oh my god, this is never going to end. And I'll also tell you... Oh my
I don't
god.
want it to end. I don't want it to end. Go, hurry up, finish this so we can get to the important meme.
Who made this meme? Was this Barry?
I don't remember. Here, we can check. We're going to run out of time today. Let's see. Is this Soups? This is not Soups.
It's not.
Is
That's
this
not
Thai?
a Soups
No, it's not
meme.
Thai.
It's a Barry.
It's Barry. It's a
fucking
Barry
It's fucking
classic,
Barry,
of
yeah.
course.
I do have to say that the one thing I will say is, yeah, I don't understand. Like, there's this thing in AOS competitive where...
Sorry.
So I was looking... Okay, I was looking at all of the... okay, so...
What?
Full disclosure, let's start back.
Okay, please.
Okay, I think I'm a pretty good competitive AOS player, but I'm not like top notch at all under any circumstances, nor do I claim to be. What I will say is I can do pretty well in a big field. I can typically get in the top 20. Okay, let's say out of like 100.
Hold on
people.
a second. Hold on
Now-
a second. It's 10:16. I've finally put my paints on my.
Yeah, well, all the airbrushes are clean, but I think
Okay,
I think
good.
if anything, I'm ahead of schedule.
Okay.
Okay, so I will say I was looking at the list for Old Town Throwdown, and by the way, we are thinking about doing an Old Town Throwdown pre-show. No, just
No promises.
You heard it here first, possibly.
Wednesday's usually not a good day for me.
And so I was looking at, first of all, Night Haunt are like all the hot rave right now, which is kind of upsetting to me. I hate when I'm playing an army and then suddenly it becomes the hot rave, and like around me, everybody else is now playing Night Haunt.
Hot rave.
The hot rave. Anyway,
Does that even
all
mean?
the rave or the hot thing right now. I'm combining them. And I was looking at the different Night Haunt lists, and I was like, why aren't these people picking one unit
What's wrong with these people?
and spamming it 60 times. And then I looked at like Alex Gonzalez, who's a really good Night Haunt player, really strong competitive player, and that's what he did. I was like, okay, cool,
okay.
I'm on the right track. Everybody else is just having fun with their Night Haunt because they're good, bringing their collection, whatever they have, and hoping it works.
Some of us are just having fun.
But like Alex is bringing 60 Bladegeist Revenants.
Yeah.
You pick one of them and you just bring 60. That's it. Okay. So yes, you raise an army of bastards.
Well then, but so many, you're like zombie dude equivalent then, because people were getting shit for just doing like all zombies, right? Like, they're germs. That's
yeah.
boring.
Oh, well, all
I'm like, all zombies is fun. I would want to play all zombies.
There's a little difference between 60 and 240.
Well,
and 240 that come back
but they're
to
just
120.
Guys.
So 360.
So good.
There's a little difference.
No, there's no difference at all. All right.
Yeah, and also it's not fun because they don't really fight, and all they do is clog up the board.
We have 2 minutes. I'm kidding.
We have plenty of time.
I'm just saying.
All right,
are we done talking about your crappy list?
Sure, move on.
Your OP list.
Yeah.
But all right, here we go. Barry threatened me, and so I have to show this one. It's Barry's fault. Barry said that Soups needed to pull the plug on the stream if I showed this bottom one of Saray comparing chimps to mandrills. Can you believe that Saray did that, by the way? They're not the same at all. And there we go. I don't listen, so it's here. Here it is, Barry. Disgusting.
I know.
This is Barry's work.
Barry needs to go to jail.
Barry,
Ty's right.
Good. I agree
arrest
with you, Ty.
Barry. Somebody in the UK.
Go arrest Barry.
Citizens arrest. Same animal. Shut up, Saray. Arrest Saray too.
All right, here's Ty's. Ty had a very wholesome one. Pretty much daily on the Hobby Collab. Do you know what it means?
No.
Keep in mind. Because you say that a lot.
I don't say that. John says that.
You say that to...
maybe John. John and I have been streaming together for years at this point, so we probably both say it to each other.
Maybe. Okay, but that's it. It's just a pun.
What? I don't get the Bailey and the curtain. Those are just different.
Well, it's just like...
In his mind is a keep?
It's probably some other
keep.
meme.
Oh, there's a keep in mind.
Yeah, keep in mind. It's in his mind.
It's in his mind.
I don't know
the
why
other things, the other parts of the castle
Thank
are
you,
confusing.
Ty. I knew it. Okay, Ty. I thought he was... Yeah, he's what's that word? Where you're...
Human.
You're like trying to trick me.
Boy, man.
He's
a man.
Shit.
Person.
What is the damn
White guy.
word? No, stop. It's he's trying to do that thing where he tricks us into thinking the real thing isn't real.
Gaslighting.
Thank you. Gaslighting, yeah. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you.
Gaslighting's not real.
And this is the last one. You guys were talking about cannons. Or something.
This one's named after Meg. This one's named Meg. This cannon is
Mons Meg. So
Mons
immediately my brain goes to Mons Pubis.
But also they called it.
Meg.
They also called it Muckle Meg.
Muckle Meg.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And you gave it a B?
I think so.
I liked Umi's joke about it. I should have included that here. About you giving it a D.
I didn't give it a D.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, he'll get it. He'll get it eventually.
Get
Guys, don't forget to
I got
subscribe, like and subscribe. We're trying to hit that magical 69K number. Eventually.
Yes, do like and subscribe. If you are a if you are here, well, everybody's only members right here now today, right?
Only members. Today, yes.
Members only.
Of course. There, look, there's Tom.
We know that guy.
Tom, why aren't you in our Discord, Tom? People were asking about you.
They have their own very active Discord, to be honest with you.
He can just be there and mute it.
I need to jump into it. Honestly,
I
need to jump into their
him
Discord
every so
more
often.
often.
And annoy him.
Yeah, that's true.
It's fun.
We get to annoy
Thank you
him
for the emojis, guys.
next weekend. Okay.
Oh, he is just muted. All right, I'll go find you. And then we'll tag you and
He is in
give him a little whale emoji or something.
But I know that those guys do the SoCal Hobby Hang, or not Hobby Hang. They have their own chat where
yeah.
I need to dip in there
great.
more, learn,
Oh, God,
watch.
Barry.
Actually, it's really cool. They play on Tabletop Simulator, but like Tabletop Simulator, like was like not really my thing.
That's how you feel about it.
But kind of the way they do it is they sort of like talk through games together.
Ooh.
So it's like really an amazing. I've been in there once or twice. It's really an amazing learning atmosphere.
Yeah.
And then you go down there and play, and like I was talking about last year at Old Town Throwdown, Sarah, who's super funny, I love Sarah, she won the golden spoon.
Yes.
She
took my spoon. I'm going to get it, Sarah.
This year, Sarah was my round one opponent at Small Town Throwdown. She took the golden spoon. She was my round one opponent.
Yeah.
And I mean, I did win the game, but it was rough. Like, it's like a loading up a video game where like you get to the first boss and you're like, oh my god, this is so hard. Like, it's like Super Ghosts and Ghouls down there, honestly. For lack of a better comparison, you like go to play the person that lost the entire tournament like 8 months ago, and she almost wrecks you just completely. You're like, this is so hard down here. So I think that's why, because those guys do these like walk and talk throughs of their games on Tabletop Simulator. Because it is hard. Like, the best way to get good at anything is just to do it a lot.
Yeah, I know.
But it is
I hate
hard to
practicing
play real games of Sigmar. A seal pool. I don't think so. It is hard to play real games of Sigmar every day. Like, most people cannot finagle that in their lives. That's why I'm like, I don't
understand why you should on Tabletop Simulator. It's great. It brings people together.
Well, I think
just like we do.
I think I was shitting on it a little bit more during COVID. For 40K and by proxy AOS. I wasn't really playing AOS, but back then.
You guys, I'm not going to finish this tonight.
Brett and I were playing. Brett and I and our friend Mike out in Boulder were playing Tabletop Simulator for Aeronautica Imperialis.
Yes.
And it's very good for that because you have a hex system. For 40K, for AOS, it's a little more insane.
Wild West. Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, you can still move things 6 inches. You can still shoot 18 inches, right? You can.
Yeah.
But it's just a little less. I mean, it is, as everybody knows, I'm sure everybody in here knows what Tabletop Simulator is. It is literally a tabletop. Our friend Mike was actually even using it.
It's not literally a tabletop. It's virtually a tabletop.
It's literally virtually.
It's
a tabletop.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Kind of implied.
Here we go. I'm going to start painting.
No, actually, we need to move on to mail.
Gosh, dang it.
We got a ton of
mail. And I need to even get more things to start painting.
We got a ton of mail.
Okay, should we go through
from
mail?
Rudy? We should go through it.
This is less of a hobby.
Are we caught up? And also, I want to remind everybody, we have a poll today. Like every poll, it's very important.
Actually, we're going to actually talk about today's poll.
We're going to talk about today's
poll at some point. Sometimes, like yesterday.
Sometimes we just avoid it.
Sometimes we don't even end the poll before we end the stream.
Nah, I didn't feel like it.
Okay, should we go through?
Let's do mail, yeah.
Now,
and in the meantime, you guys can love and subscribe.
We got an insane amount of mail, and I believe all the mail we got was from Rudy Picardo this time around.
Yes, it's all from Rudy.
So
and I have a letter.
We kind of, typically we will sort of unpack the mail and open it we always check the mail, and even though it's from Rudy, who we trust, we typically kind of pre-open the packages so that we're not fumbling with them on stream.
I mean, I do it because I want to see what's in it.
Well, we kind of
opening your Christmas presents.
It was a lot. It was a lot this time around.
Yeah. We don't want to spend time unpacking.
It's funny. We went to the post office, and Meg went to go get the mail and she didn't have her ID.
I forgot my ID
because Meg doesn't take her ID anywhere. And then the guy was like, "No," and then I walked in. He's like, "Oh, it's you. Okay, yeah, I'll get your stuff."
He knew. Yeah.
He just knew me.
This is his white male privilege.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm kidding.
The postal worker is an African American dude, but sure, okay. Anyway, it's just also called like
it doesn't work
privilege of getting to know somebody.
Doing things regularly. Okay.
Doing things privilege.
Are you ready? Do you want me to go through this?
Should I start showing things off?
Yeah. What'd you get? Okay.
All right. This may be right out of the gate one of the strongest things anyone's ever given me as a hobbyist. It is a huge bottle of Dirty Down.
Yeah.
Dirty Down's expensive.
It's big. It's huge.
Dirty Down's expensive. The tiny bottle is $20. This is a huge bottle. A lot of people don't know this, by the way. Dirty Down does not come from Miniature World. It actually comes from Movie Set World.
Oh,
this is used.
That's how good it is.
This has been used. I'm not sure when or how it got invented, but it was like the 80s, 90s, and it's been used on movie sets for a long time to make things rusty. And as you can probably imagine, they would need a lot more than the small bottles we get. So, and if you're wondering, like you can see the film reel design thing, the film, not real, but that's how you know it's a movie product. That's how you know.
That's how you know it came from movies,
because they put that graphic on there.
Oh. Chris from Ohio, I hope you caught my eye roll as well.
Yeah.
All
Okay,
right.
here we go. Moving on.
Yeah.
Oh, did you want to read the letter, Meg?
Yeah, I'll read. So he wrote little bits and pieces about each thing, and then, you know, although these gifts were sent at different times, I did my best to send you items that I hope will be useful in upcoming hobby streams, which I'm sure they will be. Yeah, so the first was the 250 milliliters of Dirty Down Rust.
This is great.
I thought it would be easier to send us a ton.
A ton. So,
We appreciate
for
that.
example, I use this literally on the ladies
right.
I'm working on today. I use this on my Night Haunt. I have all their weapons as rusty. So I use that on my Night Haunt. But we use it on a lot of other stuff too, like terrain. Yeah, we do have a terrain board we're going to start making. Actually, I'm not sure how much rust is going to be on it, but probably at least a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's that.
Okay, what's next?
Okay, the other really cool thing he sent I'm excited about is Verdigris
Yeah.
Vallejo game color.
Saray and Brett were trusting enough to list some potential projects coming down the pipeline. The Vallejo brand was listed as the preferred color for Verdigris, so hope it's helpful.
That's what we get when we let Saray and Brett pick.
I know.
Talk to Rudy. Okay, and then we also got this one.
Thank you, Rudy.
Tenebrous Gray. Yeah, thank you, Rudy. I'm
This
actually
is the
excited
one I
about
asked
this.
for. I'm actually using it for today's project.
Yeah, Tenebrous Gray by AK is a really good color.
I love it.
One of my favorite
It's like
things.
a purpley black.
Yeah, it's a
But-
little browny. It's a little brown too.
Yeah.
It's like a warm brown, purple, black.
Yeah. Well, I should say it works well with purple.
Yeah.
I use it a lot. When that's the darkest, I want to, when I'm trying to go dark with purple, I'll add some Tenebrous black.
This and Corvus Black are kind of like my favorite blacks because they're not true black, right?
Yeah.
So they give a little bit of implication. And this is actually the
Because of
color.
implication, yeah.
This is the color we actually use on our Cities of Sigmar base rims, and it's the base coat for the cobblestone. So very useful, Rudy. We use this one all the time.
Thank you, Rudy.
Small box. You're over there now. Okay. Next, speaking of AK, Rudy sent us one of these. Oh, which comes with another Tenebrous Gray. These are amazing.
Sweet.
I love these, and actually want to talk about these a little bit. AK makes these really cool packs. Do you want to read what Rudy said about this?
Let's see. I got this to help support your teammates nearby, but I also got it because one of the colors should be Tenebrous Gray, which Meg mentioned in a stream that she needed.
Yep.
There may be, and then there's also the other Tenebrous Gray.
Yeah, so this is a really good... The AK makes these, and they're really good. I was talking about how... we're talking about returning to pallets today, and I was talking about how I often will... I typically write down
At some point we'll talk about
what I do. But I have never, for whatever reason, I've been lazy, and I haven't written down how I do the Cities of Sigmar bases, the cobblestone bases that we have them on. But the reason I haven't written it down is because AK makes one called Rocks or something like that, AK Rock Pack, and it comes with 4 of them, and the darkest one's Tenebrous Gray. In fact, I have it memorized now.
Yeah.
Tenebrous Gray, Basalt Gray, Tenebrous Gray,
You messed up.
Graphite, Rock Gray, and then Gray White.
Okay.
Okay, and so because AK makes that pack, like I don't.
You just go by the pack.
I usually if I forget, I
you
look
go
up the
look
pack.
at the-
And the one I always forget is the one I just did, which is all Basalt Gray or Graphite. Honestly, I think I've done both, and it doesn't super matter. But
Yeah.
these packs are amazing, Rudy. Thank you. I really do.
thank you, Rudy.
I do love AK paint. We were just talking the other day about. I kind of jokingly talked about how I don't like AK paint. And Meg, you were like, "What? I love AK paint." And I was like, "No, I do love AK paint. Only for a brush, though. However, this is great. He sent us 2, which means I can turn one into an airbrush.
No,
paint.
we'll talk about this.
So typically, what I do is I open a bottle,
But we have an open bottle.
pop the cap off, and put as much AK thinner in there as possible, and then it becomes an airbrush paint.
Let's talk about that later.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll just like add a little bit and make it at that time. Okay, so this is awesome. I actually love these.
This is great. I saw it and I was like, oh, it's an eyeshadow palette. Like immediately in my brain, I was like, oh wait, duh, this is paint.
I would like to.
It looks like something I would buy as an eyeshadow palette. Yeah, this is the cover. That's why I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
it's
it's
like a vampire.
Creature Night Flesh Tones eyeshadow.
I genuinely would encourage, if you're starting a new army, I genuinely would encourage to find a way to go buy one of these AK packs, especially if you're not a user of AK paint. It's a great way to start using their paint. We don't like do sponsorships for anything, largely because nobody ever offers them to us. But the
Buy your squad marks. Get your
get
squad
your
marks
squad marks.
today.
Squad marks.
I'll do it. You
yeah,
don't know
squad
where. You don't
marks.
know where it is. All right.
No, I do know where it is. It's a small promo. Squad marks.
Oh, you
Get your
did.
squad
Good job.
marks at squadmarks.com.
Squadmarks.com. Yeah.
There's an affiliate link below. Don't actually type in squadmarks.com. Just go to the affiliate link below. Click the affiliate
Actually,
link.
there is no affiliate link because I deleted everything so that there'd be room for the rules for today's giveaway.
Okay, go
But
to
anyways,
a different
the point
stream
is
after
that
completely
get your
watching
squad
this
marks
stream.
here
Don't
today.
navigate away from the stream right now. Go to a different stream and click on the squad
But later,
marks.
don't
But
do it
later,
now.
yeah, don't do it right now. Okay.
And
Moving
that's
on.
how we sponsor.
Yeah, that's our sponsor. That's how we pay the bills, right there, like that.
Yep.
So, yes, these are very good. Get a pack if you're starting a new project. Okay, then he sent us some Tamiya airbrush thinner. This is still in its packaging. I haven't used Tamiya airbrush thinner.
Oh yeah, be very careful because it looks identical to the airbrush cleaner.
The airbrush cleaner. Remember that time we were in Game Castle?
And somebody was like, "Oh yeah, just use
Someone
Windex or
told somebody else to use airbrush cleaner
as a thinner."
as a thinner.
Ooh, what do you do when that happens?
And then
pull that person aside.
so whenever nerds start interjecting and trying to help people out, I don't say anything. But that one time we did pull that guy aside, or I did.
You did. I don't know if I was there or if I caught it. If
I was like, "Hey,
there.
don't do that. It has detergent in it.
Like,
it's gonna screw up the paint."
Yeah,
that's
cleaner.
why.
It's pretty obvious.
He's right. They're almost the same product, but one has detergent in it.
All right. So, anyways, we're not gonna mix them up.
I hope not.
Well, I will.
Yeah, airbrush cleaner and airbrush thinner. This is
you,
great.
Ricky.
We do a lot of airbrushing. Actually, airbrush thinner. I go through a lot of airbrush thinner, and I'm excited to try a new brand out. I don't know if I know how to evaluate airbrush thinner. Does anybody in chat feel like they know how to evaluate airbrush thinner?
Does it work?
Yeah. I think what you want is for it to not basically function as water, because then you could just use water.
Well, what's the
Well, water makes it like
water-
runnier
yeah,
and
it's
sputtery.
not the same.
And it
Because the thinner, yeah, it'll have like the consistency of the paint.
should.
Should, yeah.
Should do. Okay, there's more.
There's more.
Down here. Okay, here we go.
But
Back.
wait, there's more.
Okay. Oh, we didn't open this one.
No, this one, I want to open this one while you're doing something else, I guess. This is actually for me and Kate. Kate, if you're watching, which you will be because I'm going to tell you about it because I forgot to tell you this was happening. Rudy wanted to send us a horror movie that he talked about when you and I were on stream together. And so he sent us a DVD. So
Dude.
I'm going to watch it on our old Xbox. We can do that. We can watch DVDs on
Oh,
there.
right. We do have an
And
old
then I'll
Xbox.
send it to you.
That's so funny.
It's called H. You can't spell hell without it.
Oh, my God.
I'm excited.
I'm very curious to see what kind of...
Seven meets Silence of the Lambs. It's Korean. It's going to be good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Silence of the Lambs is amazing. Seven is horrible, but that's cool.
No, it's not.
It'll be an interesting
Don't listen to
combo
him.
of a good movie and a
It's
bad
not
movie.
Rubber Soups. This is a decent movie.
Rubber.
Anyways, did he say anything? He might have. He didn't. Okay. All right. Anyways, thank you, Rudy. I'm excited to watch this. We'll do a movie date night, and then I'll send it over to Kate.
Okay, lastly, there's a giant box of gamer grass.
Yes,
And
there's so much gamer
There's a
grass.
lot. This is amazing because he sent plants that Meg uses for her bases, right, Meg? Are these ones you use for your base?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I use all kinds. Yeah.
Okay.
I mix them up.
So
I'll
we've got
definitely be
the
using some
paper
of these.
ones. We've got deer fern, agave, bracken, and monstera.
Yeah. Lots of companies make great rolling pins for two-part epoxies. Green Stuff World also makes great rolling pins. I do think we have some, so he's right. I also added some different static grass and tufts to augment the gamer's grass items I sent.
Yes, this is great.
And then, let's see.
And
Yeah.
actually, this is really nice because he did sort of ask about which ones
Sorry, this is Green Stuff World. Sorry.
gamer grass.
I was reading Green Stuff World.
He
Okay.
did sort of ask, and we use a lot of these on different armies of ours. And why that's really great of him is because we right now one of the processes we're in is adding to existing studio armies so that on stream we
Yeah.
don't just have the same 2,500 points all the time, right? Obviously. Yesterday, I literally just finished painting 20 of the little dispossessed dwarves for our Cities of Sigmar. Next, we're moving on to 6 more crypt horrors and the Crypt Horror Leader for the Flesh Eater Quartz Army. And we just have a list, and we just go through. And this is actually what we use on our, my Goblin Army uses a bunch of these, and our Slaves to Darkness Army also uses a bunch of these.
And that's kind of what he was saying, that with a massive push to upgrade your AOS armies and upcoming terrain projects, I feel confident that the team can use the various color sizes.
Oh, I use these for daughters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing what the team builds next and hope you keep me informed on any supplies to help the team practically or to continue to create. Thank you, Ruby. We have talked about doing like an Amazon wish list. I think it just hasn't happened yet because we're kind of like, well, we haven't sat down and talked about what we need.
We're like all of
so
us.
I don't know yet.
You, me, and Saray are all very much like those types of people who are like even a little uncomfortable about anyone doing anything nice for us. Like
I get
hand
that.
out
There's
stuff.
that.
We're all kind of like that. So we're all a little bit like,
But Rudy's going to help us no matter what, so which is great. So I don't want to like leave people in the lurch who want to. This is what happens when you don't tell people what you want for like your birthday. Then they send you some sweater you don't like, right? And you have to go deal with it.
Rudy starts sending us sweaters.
So my point is like, if he's going to help us, we should be helpful back and do it. We just haven't done it. I don't know, because I'm not always.
You top me off.
I'm not always aware of like what we need at any given moment.
I haven't painted yet. This is starting to feel like this is like
Dude, we're not painting today.
All right.
I've just started. I mean, I've barely started. Yeah. I mean, you know.
We have
Guys,
like
don't forget to vote in our poll. Like all of our polls, it's very important.
I said I need to go get stuff, and then I forget what it is. Oh, yes.
You need to get something?
I need to get up and get stuff. We're going to take a look at your thing.
Okay, while you do that. All right, here's where, I'm literally still putting down the base coat on the vines. They're starting to get filled in up here. That's where you can see them. Yeah, I'm slow, and I've been talking a lot. So here we go. But what did I do? Okay, so here, let's talk about my palette for a second. This is the palette that I need to build. I'm obviously not there quite yet. I have the colors out finally. But what I did to make this super dark color, I remember when I did this, I wanted to start with a base color that could go either either orange or purple. Because my Slan has this purple trunk, like purple, oops, we'll fix that. Purplish, brownish trunk, and then these vines that go to orange. But all the base color on both is purple. And I did that because I wanted to help keep them looking kind of unified, like part of the same family maybe. And so I'm doing that here. So to make this like purplish dark background, it is, let's see. It's okay. Dryad bark mixed with a little bit of Tenebrous gray, very tiny bit, and then Phoenician purple, Citadel Phoenician purple. Just a bit to cool it off, I guess I would say. And then to test it, so I have this palette, this old dried palette. To test to see if the color's matching, I just put some down, and it turns out it is matching. So you can do that with these papers. I don't like writing down my recipes, and I think it's just pure laziness. I just don't want to do it. I know that because I'm not consistent about it, what would probably happen is I'd have a bunch of random notes all over the place and then forget anyway and lose track of them. So blah, blah, blah. I don't know. It's just not something I care about. So I know that I'm not going to do a good job with it. So this made sense to me. Just take the palette you're working with and let it dry out. And then I keep it as a reference until I don't need it anymore, I guess. But I do think it would have been beneficial for me to write down, once it dried, write down the names of the colors, and I didn't do that. So I'm kind of guessing, but it's just vines. I'm not too worried about it. This isn't something I'm submitting to, what's it called? What's that award everybody likes?
Money?
No, Zach, it's not money. The Golden Demon. Yeah, it's not like I'm doing something like that with this, so I'm not going to worry too much about my recipe.
What's that award everybody likes?
Yeah, that's how I qualified the Golden Demon. Oh my gosh. What's wrong with me?
That's why I think money was fair.
Well, money is fair, but guys, speaking of money, hey, we have an Etsy shop and we're selling shirts.
We are.
Yeah. Here's a preview of how cool you could look in one of our shirts. You guys should go check out our Etsy shop. We are closing up the listings this Thursday.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Quick.
Okay, it's
That's
quick.
why I was like, why aren't you guys talking about the shirts?
Yeah,
We need to talk about this.
Yeah.
It's a pre-order. We like to do pre-orders because that means we can get them actually screen printed and not like Redbubble printed.
Yeah, we use a local company here in San Jose. They're really nice.
Yeah, and right, we want to keep it local. We want to have higher quality, which just means we do this in batches. So we don't always release the shirts. Like, it's once in a while. It's a lot of work on our end. It's probably worse for everybody, except the quality of the shirts is better. It's one less middleman in the world. So if you want to represent, if you're going to any tournaments or conventions coming up, get yourself a shirt. And I know a few of you won some like stickers, $5 off things. This is a good time to use them. So yeah, do that. We've got quite a few this time around. I know I want a baseball sleeve
I'm getting
tee.
these next two right here.
I want exactly. Except I want the blue sleeves for the baseball tee.
Okay.
But yeah, that one. That's the one I want.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be getting a couple shirts, of course.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna get a shirt if you guys are, a mod or cast. We'll all get one. But
Yes, we always get our cast and mods a shirt when we do it.
yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Why not? And in the meantime, love and subscribe, gift a membership, great ways to support us.
But Chris did. Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, thank you, Chris. Oh yeah, I need to catch up.
We'll going back a bit.
Are we caught up? We have.
Did Rudy?
Gareth became a lab rat. We got him.
Did Rudy?
Rudy gave us 10 earlier.
Yeah, thank you,
Molecule
Rudy.
said weird chat, you say? And then he spelled weird wrong. Can you believe that?
And maybe that was what he
Maybe
was.
it was on purpose. Thank you. Wow, we got a lot. Tactile Sun became a lab rat. Soups gave us 5. I think we called that out earlier. Rudy gifted 10. So there's lots of people that can now talk in chat. And thank you, Molecule, again. And that also sets off the party lights for us. Chris, oh my gosh. All right.
Okay, I am underway.
Last chance to vote in the poll. Do that. You're underway. You did it finally. You started.
Yep.
You did a thing. I'm still doing the base coat.
So I'm just tinting the bottom part of these Dread Safe Harridans. I think it's an improvement. What do you think, Meg? No, yay, nay, I don't know.
Yeah, I do. I do think you needed some sprucing up on your ghosts.
Yeah.
Yeah, add some color. I think it looks good. Yeah, we kind of are revisiting our palettes for different reasons, right? Like you're trying to go back and improve something that you finished already.
Yes.
Right, and I'm trying to just match things to my existing army, so I have to go look at the colors I used and do that.
There's not a lot of things that I've painted that I'm like, I think I'm done. Like almost every of, let's say like my 4 main Age of Sigmar armies, all 4 of them still have things I want to do to them. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
The goblins are mostly pretty done, but actually there's like little details on the goblins themselves that I want to do, and I have a bunch of random little goblins that I want to put on the bases of the Arachnaroks, like they're running along with them, like under the spider and stuff, you know. So there's a lot of stuff I want to do for that army yet as well.
Yeah, Barry, we need to figure out the shipping, because we can't just like send everything to Soups and make him do it. So I do recommend, if you know somebody in the collab who is like nearby you or could be nearby you, you're going to meet them up at an event and you're in a foreign country, then maybe try to buddy up so that you can split the shipping. Because we don't have a solve for that, unfortunately. Yeah.
To ship shirts to the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying soups, I mean, again, if you're offering, go for it. But we're not going to ask anybody to do that. That's just a suggestion because I know that the shipping sucks. And I don't know how to solve that on our side. Yeah. Yeah, don't tell Soups your address. It's probably best. Smart move, Barry.
Meet him somewhere. Just meet him.
Plus, Barry, we did ask Soups to arrest Barry, so maybe
Also,
you should stay away from Soups even more.
Also, don't go to Soups' place.
Yeah, don't go there.
Don't go in
Don't
and let
do
him
it.
close the door behind you.
Yeah. I mean, we like Soups, but don't do those things.
Don't go to Soups' place. Well, let's just put it this way. You can go to his place. You can give him your
Tell
address.
somebody you're going
But
there
we're
first.
saying right here, right now, no frickin' way we're being held accountable for whatever happens.
Yeah.
We absolve ourselves
We
from anything psychos might do to each other over in the UK. Who knows?
Maniacs.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works over there. I saw Hostel.
Yeah, we saw Hostel. And also,
And that
somebody
wasn't the UK, but it's like over there.
somebody in Spain took out an ad to see if somebody wanted to eat them, and then somebody in Germany went to Spain and ate them. And then the EU was like, I don't know, I guess they said they were going to do
They
it.
gave consent. Isn't there a movie about that?
Yes,
Yep. With
Carrie Russell.
Carrie Russell. I forget what it's called, though. Just look up cannibal movie
Shocker.
Carrie Russell.
Shocker, Meg knows the cannibal.
I don't know the name of it.
Shocker, Meg. If you don't know, Meg is weirdly obsessed with cannibalism.
No, I'm not. I just like eating raw meat.
And also, like, it's one of the things that just, like, comes up a little bit more.
By the way, raw meat does not mean cannibal. It means meat.
Nobody said that.
Then I don't understand where this cannibal business came from.
You bring it up, like, a little bit more often than regular people.
Well, then I have some news for everybody in Hobby Collab chat for the things that they keep bringing up.
What?
And we'll talk about it in Hobby Collab chat.
AOS?
Yeah, it's AOS.
Yeah. Everyone here is a little more into AOS than the average person, I would say.
True. You're right. They are. I stand. I'm not corrected.
I was
agree.
thinking that we are due for a Ravenous watching. We haven't watched it in a while.
Dude, I love that movie.
It's
so good.
It looks like my favorite part about Ravenous is that it looks like they just had fun. Like the people making that movie look like they had a lot of fun making it. Like the cast is amazing. The cast has no right to be that good.
Yeah. Even David Arquette.
David Arquette is the worst person in that movie, and weirdly at the time he was like
He's fine.
he was like big at the time, so he was actually like kind of one of the big names of the movie.
It was a good role for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we need to end our
maybe
poll.
not Jeffrey Jones.
I mean, yeah.
Jeffrey Jones.
I don't know what to say about that. Stupid guy. Okay. I think we should end this poll so that we can talk about it.
I think we should keep talking about Jeffrey Jones.
I don't.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, let's end the poll.
I'd prefer not to, but you know. Yes, Tactile Sun. Yes. I'll never forget that from the previews. And I was like, I need to see this movie. Okay, yeah, let's talk about this poll. I'm going to end it. And I actually did not know what was going to win. I didn't have any guesses. In fact, I thought what would win is like, start over, because I thought chat would just be a bunch of bozos.
This is a serious poll. We don't often do serious polls around here, but this was a serious one, and increased contrast won. What do you think about that?
It makes sense to me. It does make sense to me. And we're going to talk about all of these, but increasing contrast is like, it's a really easy way, or like it's the way to bring out definition, right? And details and stuff. Like that's what you do. You make the darks darker and the lights lighter. So you're therefore creating those defined lines a bit better. You pull out your artwork. When you go, like in Photoshop, if you're cleaning up your photos, a quick way to make them look sharper is just to increase the contrast like a little bit.
Yeah.
And that increases the detail. Yeah. So that doesn't surprise me.
I think also what
I think a lot of people are also like afraid. I'm just going to keep talking over you.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Afraid to...
It's okay.
sometimes like not comfortable pushing themselves as dark as they can go or as bright as they can go, like basically.
Until after they've like been with it for a while.
Yeah.
Like they paint the army, then they see it for a while.
I fall into this.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And the other thing I just want to say about increasing contrast and why maybe I'm not surprised at a 1 is it's sort of like we start naming things actually for this poll. Like I was like highlight up and other things, and then we started to realize a lot of them fell into this category of increasing contrast. I mean, that's literally I think honestly what I'm doing right now. I probably would say increasing contrast. Now we also did one. There was this other one I had that we didn't put here, which was like add effects. And then maybe that's what I'm doing right now.
Effects.
I tend to think
I feel
of
like you're adding color, like you're adding pop, which we don't really have.
Painting with color.
Well, because your palette is super muted.
Yeah.
Except you have like the flowers that pop out, and you know, your blue that you were using was super desaturated. So it's like mostly mostly like a black and white army with very muted, cool tones.
Yeah.
So to me, what it looks like you're doing is adding like
paint,
adding some interest to it.
And we talked about adding paint to models as a way to make them look better last week.
All right, we're gonna go into the discussion now. And I started with rebase. I should have started with well, who knew what was gonna win, right? But yeah, so this is something I did for my Neferata. I had Neferata on her standard base, and it was just basically like a dip. You know, like put glue, dip it in some sand or whatever, and you're done. And I was like, I did such a nice job on Neferata. I want to like give her a decent base because she deserves it. And also, she falls forward like this. Like, she can't stand up.
Yeah.
So I also had to pin her. You can see her gripping a stick. Like, I wanted to do also strengthen the model.
You sort of famously, let's chat about this. You sort of famously brag about not liking basing or caring about basing.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Can I say that I think
this was a lot of work.
Your new bases are amazing for your Seraphon. Do you now feel, and you don't comment yet if whether you're actually going to do anything about it, but do you feel like your Soul Blight bases are showing their, I don't know if the right
Their
word is age, but is showing their skill
sure.
level compared to the new ones?
Probably, but like I know for the they
it's
are,
a gravel
but
dip. It's a gravel dip,
I don't
basically.
care. Like
I know you
I'm
don't.
not trying to. I did my run with my Soul Blight, right, and I got on the top 10 list. And like if I feel like going back with Soul Blight again, yes, I will spruce up whatever it is that I have because I want. I like winning.
You have a lot of. You'd have to redo so many bases.
I would, but I wouldn't because I don't care. I would be like, all right, I'm redoing this set of bases.
Oh, that's.
And Zag would hate it.
Well, you wouldn't be able to do that for stream, but sure. They have to match.
Okay, so then, no, I'm not going to go back and redo my bases.
All right.
I don't feel like redoing all the bases.
If it's between having some good bases and some,
Zach says no.
less thought out, less thoughtful bases.
Yeah.
We'll pick matching over some being good and some being less thoughtful.
I mean, I don't mind that my heroes have cooler bases than my infantry. I probably would never touch. The wolves are pretty cool. I did a good job with them because they were my first one.
Wolves
and I was
are good.
I want to do decent bases, and then I did it, and I was like, this is too much work. I'm not doing this. But like my skeletons, my zombies, like I'm not stressing over those bases. And my vampires, I have one vampire on a cool base.
There also might be, sorry, if I may for a second, there also might be some things you can do without having to redo the bases. In other words, just add.
Yeah.
Like Rudy sent us tufts.
Yeah.
Rudy sent us purple tufts, right? There might be some things you could do with tufts.
Probably, yeah.
Tall grass.
I probably will, but no, not.
But rebasing,
soon.
Rebasing
is
a whole other thing for that army. Because Meg has some, I think she probably has 8,000 points of Soul Blight.
I think I have 6.
6,000?
6 to 7, somewhere in there.
It was enough.
We've done Soul Blight versus Soul Blight.
with only your collection,
Yeah, which was fun.
and both lists were pretty legitimate. The only thing maybe missing was that probably both of you guys would have wanted a Vampire Lord and Zombie Dragon, and you only have one.
Yeah.
But like, because why would you have more than one?
Yeah.
But that was about it.
That would be fun. Like, I would love to do all my monsters, but
I'm almost done.
it seems like it'd be dumb. You are?
I thought this would take me way longer.
I mean, you're just airbrushing.
I didn't realize.
Like,
I thought
one
each one would.
color.
I thought each one would take me 1 minute. Each one takes about 8 seconds.
Oh, good. You can help me paint vines, I guess. No. All right. Smooth gradients. This is Saray's piece. I was digging through Instagram for our own work. But look at, oh my God. I just was like, oh, look at those fabric gradients. They look amazing. Anyways, smoothing gradients. Where did this come up? This came up third to last.
Can I be honest with you?
Poll.
I just realized, I was like, I'm almost done. Actually, what I'm going to do after I've done all these is go back through another pass and smooth the gradients.
There you go, dude.
Yeah, with the airbrush.
Perfect.
Yeah, on these ladies.
How
and
fitting.
in addition, I mean, yeah, it's easier to get smooth gradients with an airbrush, of course, than with brush. And I mean, even look at his axe.
But he
the,
did
the
this
glowing
with-
axe. He did brush work on the
brush,
robe. Yeah.
And the axe looks great, yeah. But like going back and forth between your airbrush and painting by brush, by hand, like that's a good, I mean, that's like the technique to really get things
Yeah.
looking sharp.
If you have like a harder Steinbeck and you've got the space for it, I'm a pretty big fan of honestly like doing a lot of work with a brush and then being very carefully like with like an airbrush, like something kind of translucent can often help a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, Saray, you know, we don't play 40K on the channel, so you don't get to see Saray's Custodes army, but they're very beautiful. He has these gold and green. You should see the vehicles. And yeah, his bases are really cool, which is funny because he was talking to me about this the other day. He uses a lot of aquarium plants for the base. And I'm pretty skeptical of aquarium plants overall, but
You've used a couple for terrain.
I have. Paint doesn't stick to them too well for terrain anyway.
Did you prime them?
I did. For these smaller ones, I think it's a little bit better.
Yeah. Okay,
Smoothing
but
gradients.
like, yeah, this is something that I don't know if you think about it, right? Like, but if you go back and look at the way you've built up your layers, if you can see the transitions, then go back and smooth it out with some glazes or your airbrush or whatever. Rudy, what color scheme are the Soul Blights? I'm hearing that you need additional tufts. No, I don't. What you sent will work. I usually stand them on like dead grass, like a dead field or whatever, because you know they're death, so they're probably into that kind of thing, which we have plenty of. So no worries there, Rudy. But thank you for checking. No one ever checks on me.
No one ever checks on me.
Okay. All right. Increase the contrast. We did talk about this a lot. This is Devin's. You guys know Devin. Speaking of Devin, segue. Some vintage airbrushes. Jesus, Barry. Send me some mandrels fornicating pictures that we can use to make memes out of. Increase contrast.
It's not really Rudy's style.
No, not really. Devin. Got it. August 19th. We're having a very cool, focused on competitive painting stream with Devin, who you guys have met, and also with our friend Michael, who just joined our Discord. I think his handle is McClyman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he's also another award-winning painter and head judge at KublaCon in the Bay Area.
Also be doing classes for our mandrills.
Yep, that's coming up. Yeah, in the fall, he's going to be teaching. So anyways, we're going to have a stream August 18th specifically on the topic of competitive painting and what you can do to push yourself if that's something you're interested in. So it'll be really informative. We're going to be doing a lot of live critiquing of your guys' work that you would like to submit to a competitive a painting competition. There's a thread in our Discord. One of our mods can help you find it if you're not sure where it is. And submit your work there, and we might critique it on air, and it'll be intense. I think my favorite
example of increased contrast in this picture actually is not the knight himself, but the chest behind him. See how like
Dude,
down
I know.
down the
It's, like,
middle,
glowing.
it's
Yeah.
like significantly brighter. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at the contrast of the metals, right? Like, but you're right. He's so good, right? He's on top of this sort of thing, all over the place, just having high contrast. And anyway, so this is something where I mentioned that I struggle. Like I look at something and I'm like, well, I think that's dark enough, and then I look at somebody else's work and I'm like, this isn't nearly dark enough. Not even close. Yeah. Or bright enough. Like the difference between the values is not enough. And again, like a good way to check that is to use your phone, put it in black and white mode, and look at your stuff through it, and that'll show you like what the values are. It'll give you your definitions of edges. Never stop edging.
Never
Anyway,
stop edging.
And then the final choice was what? Start over. Yeah.
Start over.
There
yeah.
you go. just prime it and start again.
Yeah, and I've done this. This was my original. This was what I used to do. My Tau army for Warhammer 40,000. I started playing in 2008, playing again, and I repainted that army. Its current color is the 4th iteration. And yeah, I felt like I was getting better each time, and I was like, then I realized like, oh, I want to go back and I don't want to keep buying new models, so then I would strip them and repaint them, and then eventually I started airbrushing, and that was like when I really need to do everything. And once I got to that point, that I stopped, and then instead now I just do new armies. But that was that. I mean, I guess one could say it's a legitimate process. It's not really a funny answer. Like, and it's second place in our poll, right? So you can kind of tell.
Yeah.
People do it. I mean,
sometimes it's just easier to start with a fresh palette, like a blank canvas.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because
when you see you're like what's existing there already, you're like, well, how can I make this work? And it's like, well, maybe you don't need to make this work. Maybe you just need a new idea. And if you're looking at somebody else's idea or your own idea, then you're going to be clouded. Your judgment's going to be looking at that thing and thinking that that's what you have to base it off of, when you don't necessarily have to do that.
The saxophonist Eric Dolphy took a whole year and didn't listen to any other music because he was very concerned that it would influence his original ideas.
I mean, how can it not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little bit of an insane thing to have done, but at the same time, well, one, Eric Dolphy's awesome, but two,
but at the same time, he's awesome.
Well, two, he had already, of course, been influenced, and even using a saxophone is influence, and Western tuning system, blah, 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 all that stuff is already influenced. But the point is, he didn't want direct, influences of by going to jazz clubs and stuff and hearing people and being like, oh, I really like what that guy was doing, and
didn't want to be influenced.
So in other words, if you want to do that, then you actually need to quit all of our stuff.
Well,
quit the Discord.
I guess if you want to be like that guy, yes, that's what you would have to do.
I mean, Meg, Eric Dolphy is pretty cool.
Yeah, but not everybody wants to be that.
Are we doing this? Are we actively encouraging everybody to quit?
Please don't quit.
Please don't quit.
We like you guys.
Yeah, Eric Dolphy, cool, but not good for capitalism, that's for sure.
Wait, so we didn't copy jazz. Barry in here with all these classics.
Right, copy jazz, so
oh my
good.
God. Who asked me last night? Oh, I was, I don't know if you guys have heard of the podcast Hemispheric Views, but I did a recording last night with them. I can't remember when it's going to be coming out, but I'll share it in our Promote Here channel when it does. And he was asking about this.
About what?
I can't remember anymore.
Copying jazz?
Yeah, copying jazz.
Copying jazz, if you're newer to the channel, what was this? There's a...
we were talking about mean comments. That's what it was. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're talking about mean comments and how we turn the mean comments on their head by enjoying them.
Honestly, we haven't had a short pop off in a while.
It's been a while, yeah.
Our shorts maker,
Our shortsman.
Ted,
he's back.
has been out. He's been doing things in real.
God, Ted, we
stupid,
need you more than ever.
We need our shortsman back.
Please, give us some shorts.
Give us some shorts, Ted. It's been hot all summer, and we've had no shorts. Anyway, but we haven't really had any like real good mean comments recently.
I know, you guys. You guys are great. I don't want you guys to be mean. It's better when the comments are authentic, you know, because they're so funny. People get so mad about things.
We pride ourselves in getting as few rules wrong as possible in our games, but of course, we do get rules wrong. And also, fair to say right now that a lot of rules are quite honestly not
kind of weird.
Yeah. People have different takes on them. The other day we got a comment that was like, "This rule's wrong and this rule's wrong. Learn your rules."
Oh, we got a mean one.
We got a mean one, and I just deleted it. I was like, you know what? Fuck this guy. If he can't deliver this information in a nice way.
Just be polite. Yeah. No, I kind of just want to pin it and let people shame them.
No, because it wasn't funny mean. It was just like
mean.
It was just like honestly, it was like boring nerd mean.
It's true. If you're gonna be mean, be funny about it, and
be funny.
Bobby showcase you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Bobby Knight was. Well, people were like, "Oh man, he's horrible." He was that's coach of the IU basketball team. He was kind of famous for having these tirades and flipping out and throwing chairs and stuff. But whenever people talked to the players, they were like, "Actually, mostly he was pretty nice." And then the other thing was he was very funny. And whenever he went on his tirades, like in the locker room, they were like very funny. Yeah, Kurt, exactly.
Kurt, that wasn't you, was it? Is this a joke?
No, it wasn't Kurt.
Yeah, what's important is sometimes we're wrong, and what's important is that we go back and we try to fix it. We correct it. That's important. And then we give our followers an apology that says something like, "We're really sorry that you misinterpreted what we said."
Yeah. Yeah, we kind of blame it on. We turn it around, blame it on
Blame them. Yeah.
Victim blame.
That's right.
You, the victim.
You are the victim.
You, the victim of us getting rules wrong on our Age of Sigmar games.
And that's how you become a content creator. I guess. I don't know. All right. Great. We're doing fan stuff a little early today. And we're getting close. But we have a good 5 minutes now where we can actually work on our projects.
Oh, okay, great.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at us go. Should we just sit here in silence so we can get a bunch done in 5 minutes?
That's what the people want.
Yeah, they want us to be quiet. We can remind everybody about the shirts while we're doing this, because the shirts are cool.
Yeah.
Guys, go get a shirt. Shirt listings end Thursday evening. And that's because I want to get the shirts in early, so that we might be able to take some to Nova.
Oh yeah, we're trying to get shirts by Nova.
It'd be nice for us to get the shirts by Nova, because then if you pick it up at Nova, we'll refund your shipping. You know? So there's that. But yeah, you want to do that this week. Also coming up at the end of the stream, we know why you guys are here. It's our SKAVENTIDE giveaway day. So
yeah.
those rules we will talk about at the end of the stream.
It's not like a big gotcha or anything.
It's not. We're just
want
doing
to
the
force
thing where
you
we're
guys
like,
to stay
hey,
here.
now they have to hang out with us.
It won't be like a big.
Well, I mean, the rules.
I mean, one of the
kind of important.
One of the rules is that it's the likelihood of you winning is versus not winning is small, because somebody else will probably win, but that somebody could also be you, and that's how that works.
Unless you're a cast member, then it can't be you.
Unless you're a cast member or Polly.
Or Polly, yeah. Polly, it specifically says Polly's excluded.
Polly is
just because.
His threatening,
no real reason.
His threatening demeanor in his treatment of our prizes has permanently.
Thank you for the emojis.
Has permanently excluded
banned
him from all.
If you knowingly enter on behalf of Polly, you will also be banned.
Don't enter on behalf. Don't try to pretend you're Polly, and then
we'll know.
Yeah, we'll know.
The winner's shot glass. Liam, trust me, we're working on that. That would be
The winner
super
shot.
cool. What I'm
Well,
worried about there.
Hold on. We maybe.
I don't mean. Listen, we're not going to rip off Games Workshop. But
we
like,
just buy it and resell it.
yes.
They're like, wait, this is just an Age of Sigmar shot glass. It says Games Workshop on the bottom of it.
No, we made this. No, but something shot glass related, right? We need a shot glass. We do need one. We need something calling out our winner's shot glass. We'll work on it. What I'm concerned with, and I shouldn't be, I'm sure we'll figure this out. I don't want to be sending a bunch of stuff that's going to break, you know? And then it's like, cool, now I basically lose like 10 of these shot glasses.
Yeah, so our...
we need to just make sure I can handle it. I need to make sure I can handle it.
We were in the Games Workshop in Arcadia, California, Southern California, and it's one of the big Games Workshop stores. It's like one of the cafes. They have
it's cute.
They actually have a decent amount of play space, unusual for at least the Games Workshops that we've mostly seen.
Yeah, Soup saw ours, the one here in Los Gatos, and was like, okay, yeah, these are the same as the UK.
The UK
and I'm
ones,
like, okay,
yeah.
and I imagine those are tiny, right? So they are tiny.
Yeah, like you can have a game going. Well, okay, the one in Los Gatos, he has it set up there so you can have a game going, but he also has a huge hobby area set up.
Yeah.
That he could, if he wanted to, convert to a second table.
Anyway.
The thing is that we got the shot glass from there because they sell Games Workshop merch, which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
So they had an Age of
that
Sigmar
all the
glass.
time.
So that's actually our winner's cup. It's currently an Age of Sigmar
yeah.
Games Workshop shot glass. So we don't have like a branded.
No, but we've talked about it, and we are definitely interested. We have a couple of other merch items that will be coming out, and those will not be like pre-order. We'll just have them in stock. You'll be able to order them whenever you want. It's just takes time to get these things made. But I am working on some more merch for you guys. But for right now, it's the shirt pre-order.
Matt Rose face masks.
You guys, don't worry. I've got you covered.
Not exactly that, but...
Oh yeah, that was a pun. I didn't mean to, but it is. Point for Meg. Liberty Fires, thank you for your support as always. The Olympics are almost over, and that got me to thinking, which AOS faction would do the best in the Mortal Realms Olympic Games, and why is it Daughters of Cain?
Daughters of Cain, I think, would do pretty well. They are
Why?
They're sports girls.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, right, they're sports girls.
Also,
everyone knows that.
Also good at Olympics would be, I think, Fire Slayers.
Why?
They're like...
I don't know enough about...
naked, grunty, smelly dwarves. They're like all oiled up and they're like ready for wrestling.
God.
I think they'd be the... Do they do... Yeah, they do wrestling in the
Sure.
Olympics. You'd have to go sport by sport, I think. But overall,
right, I'm like, what would each team or army be good at?
I do think the Daughters of Cain would pick up the most gold, though.
Okay.
I think it's true.
I'm just going to go with whatever you're saying because...
Swimming, though, Deepkin for sure,
I mean, couldn't any magical army just cheat?
No cheating.
Oh.
I think swimming, Deepkin would win, though. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, they can even swim out of water. I imagine they would sweep it.
I don't see anyone beating them for swimming events.
No.
Okay,
what about vampires? What would they be good at? What about... Who's going to be good at Winter Olympics? Oh, your Beast Claw Raider? No, because they're too big and dumb.
No, they're not dumb.
Well,
no, Beast Claw Raiders would do well in the Olympics.
Agile.
No, they would do well.
What could they do? What are some events? What are some winter events that they'd be good at?
Do they have wrestling?
Winter wrestling. Oh my. Oh, archery. Yeah, Lumineth.
Lumineth. Yeah, Lumineth.
You're right. We do need Angela. I cannot wait to have Angela back on stream. I love her. We were talking about having her today, and then I was like, oh wait. Today we talk about the giveaway. We need to be on this stream together. It's kind of a thing. Let's see. Curling. Who would win curling? So it's just chores, right? You're sweeping.
Maybe Beast Claw Raiders.
You think? I want to know who would fail that high jump.
Yeah.
That's what I'm interested in.
High jump? With the thing that happened, right? Wait, what are you talking about? The guy's bulge?
Yes, Zach.
Oh, okay.
Talking about the guy's bulge. I want to know who that would be in AOS. Probably Kragnos.
Yeah.
Kragnos would fail the high jump.
I could see Kragnos
Kragnos.
making an idiot out of himself at the Olympics. He'd probably test positive for something bad, too, in his system.
Oh, my God. Boxing. Liberty says boxing would go to vampires. Why?
I could see vampires being good at
why?
boxing. But also, no, ogres.
But why?
Iron Jaws, I think orcs.
Right? Like those big, like...
Yeah. Well, there is weight class. There is weight class.
Oh,
so in a vampire weight class, they'd probably be pretty good. But also, I don't know. A mean daughter sports girl would be good, too.
Probably because they can heal. So they can, like, get up off the ground a lot easier than everybody else. So it seems like vampires... Well, yeah, I don't know. Like, kind of ban all these things. They're all terrible.
Yeah. I do think just straight normal Olympic stuff. I see Fire Slayers and Daughters doing well, and Deepkin sweeping in the swimming. I mean, ogres are pretty good though. Ogres would do well at any kind of strength-based thing.
I see.
Or Gargants. Should Gargants even be allowed?
No, shouldn't be allowed to play AOS either.
Ooh.
Just kidding. Where's Roshan?
Steven.
Oh yeah.
That's Steven's opinion.
Oh, you know what? No, not Gargants. Never mind. I'm thinking your Beast Claw Raiders.
Oh, my army just shouldn't be. My army should.
I hate your army. I hate that army so much.
Just shouldn't be allowed to play.
You've traumatized me with it. Yeah, I haven't played against Gargants, so I don't care.
I need to bust that army out.
I want to play Gargants.
We haven't been playing. This Monday, tomorrow, we have. I'm going to be taking my list for Old Town Throwdown to the game.
Awesome.
Tomorrow. And if you're like, oh,
yeah, tell us about the actual schedule, because now we're entering actual schedule.
Yeah, actual
phase.
schedule. So tomorrow at 6 p.m. This game is members only. We're back to members only, but the good news is that we have a lot of members now.
Heck
And a lot of you guys are members.
And a lot of you guys are gifting members.
A lot of people
Thank
are gifting members.
Much.
So,
awesome.
yeah, which was very nice of you guys. So we are excited to return to members only nights on Monday. The cool place to hang on Monday nights, watch some Sigmar. Tomorrow, I will be bringing the Spooky Night Haunt, but don't be like, oh, Zach's just bringing another mean list and it's just going to roll somebody. That's not going to be the case, because Saray is bringing... the matchup really is 60 Dreadscythe Harridans versus 60 Plague Bearers. So Maggotkin will be on the table, and folks, Saray and I have played this game twice now, and it's a doozy. It is a good game. It makes for a very good matchup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So we'll see you Monday. I'm going to be producing.
Oh, yeah. Yay. Oh, usually we do happy hours, too, when it's the three of us.
And we do winner shots.
We do winner shots.
Yeah, happy hour.
We often do a happy hour, so...
definitely. I love happy hour.
I would not be surprised to see happy hour.
And I don't back down. I drink my shots.
The last happy hour we had, you and I had a lot of shots, and we're like...
You kept trying to take them from me.
No, that was 2 happy hours ago.
Dude?
That was 2 happy hours ago
sure?
when you were playing.
I don't remember.
And yeah, that one got a little sloppy.
It was fun. We like to have fun.
We like to have fun.
Yeah, we don't want to end up like Vino, though. Don't forget, never forget Vino. All right, we should hop into fan stuff, actually.
Let's do it.
As odd as that may seem at this hour. But yeah, it's that time. You guys did a bunch of stuff. You did it. You made stuff. We're starting off with Vino, speaking of. This is Vino's...
Joining...
his spells. His
joining
manifestations.
You guys call me a villain. Look at this.
What's wrong with it?
This is like...
Tell me about it. I don't know. I have Primal, so...
This is like the most villainous...
is it?
Yeah, we all knew this was going to happen, right? Like, let's not... Yep. Let's not kid ourselves. We all knew one manifestation lore would... We said this. And listen, we're not prophetic. Surely... I'm sure AOS Coach said this. I'm sure they said this on Honest War. Rob probably said this on Honest Wargaming. We all knew that there was no way when you made all these free that one of them wasn't going to be the clear winner, right? And so here
Is
it
that
is.
this one?
Yeah, so here it is.
Oh, I really feel like, okay, interesting.
No, I mean the
I'm
thing
like,
is,
I really like Primal.
okay,
but
Primal
what's
is
the deal with
no.
this?
I think Primal is actually in some cases better for a
Oh.
lot of people. And if you want healing and you want, I mean, Primal is great.
Primal, yeah.
It's very
it
good.
feels like jack of all trades. Anyways, but Vino, you painted these
They look good.
the other night after your bout of whatever was happening to you. Good job. You did it. You made it happen. Despite all of your tribulations.
I like the weird color he got going on in the Gravetide.
Oh yeah.
It's like grayish purple.
It's just you like mix a bunch of colors and then you add a neutral and it really ties things together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you, Vino. Thanks for being a great mod. Ooh, guys,
yeah,
this is Elijah's partner's work.
Yeah.
He posted this.
Not Warhammer.
No, but it's a hobby.
Yeah.
And he did post about these and more pictures in the Promote Here channel. And I bought some. So I'm pretty excited to get some earrings in the mail. You guys will
fun.
see me wear them on air, yeah. I don't have pierced ears, but I asked them to do like clip-ons.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're very cute. I love them. I love this style of earring, actually. Like the beadwork is cool. Yeah. Thanks, Elijah, for sharing.
Yeah. They look cool.
Yeah. All right.
This
Let me open this up. I am forgetting everybody. This is young.
Yarnamite.
Yarnamite.
Yeah,
Thank you. Okay. Yeah, and I thought you'd be interested in talking about the color scheme. It's very different from yours. It's very dark. I really, really like how rich it looks.
I like the brown horse.
Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah, I like this a lot. Also, a much maligned unit currently.
Is it? Why? What's wrong with these guys?
These guys can teleport in your turn.
Oh, that's these.
Yeah.
Yeah, ew. Thanks, Matt Rose.
That's going to be getting switched, I'm sure. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. You sound so sad about it.
I'm expecting it, and I'm like fine with it. It's still it's not going to change how many I take or whatever.
Yeah. What do you think about the paint job, the color scheme?
I do love it. Nighthaunt are interesting. Like, you're kind of fighting this battle when you paint Nighthaunt of how corporeal versus incorporeal you want them to be. And the model doesn't necessarily give you a lot of direction on this. Like, you can pick, so he's got like these flames on the horses, right? Mm-hmm. You can kind of pick where you want to start getting corporeal and where you want it to be incorporeal.
Yeah.
And that you're sort of blending. They're interesting because the model is actually inviting you to blend a concept, a story, right? Like a narrative. Where is this thing start being this thing? I feel like Yarnamite has kind of chosen to go largely corporeal here. Right, it looks fairly corporeal.
Sure,
so
I can where it fades into the blue.
You can see the fade, yeah,
which is super cool.
I know.
I like how it's kept like, oh, these are the colors it must have had in life.
Yes, exactly,
which
which is cool. And I do really like the brown.
Yeah,
he's got on the horse.
Pops.
Yeah, and I like the skull head.
Yeah,
really nice work.
Pretty. I love
he's been working on a lot of Nighthaunt, and it looks great. So that's just the latest edition.
Yeah.
The owlbear.
Look, Soups didn't paint something red. Actually, he did, but I picked this because it wasn't red. Yeah, owlbear.
3D printed owlbear.
Isn't it cute?
Super cool.
He did it so fast, too.
Yeah.
I think he did it in like a single hobby hang session. He can correct me if that's wrong, but it was quick. Yeah, it was a quick turnaround. This is super cute, though.
Fur can be like that, right? You can get through some really good fur kind of quick. It looks great. I love. It's been a minute since I remembered owlbears. I'm guessing they're in Baldur's Gate 3, and so like they're kind of fresher in most nerds' minds. But I didn't play Baldur's Gate 3, so.
Oh, is that where this is kind of from?
They're from D&D.
It was D&D.
Well,
okay.
Baldur's Gate is D&D though, right? Of course, yeah.
No.
Sorry, yeah.
I mean, I didn't play it, and I also have a bad memory, so.
Yeah.
Refresh it.
Baldur's Gate is like the D&D franchise game. I played Baldur's Gate 1 like a millennium ago, but
a millennial ago.
But cool owlbear.
Love it.
Sick owlbear, bro.
Thank you, Soups, for submitting. Ooh. I love this paint scheme. I cannot remember whose this is.
No, this is, no. Zelton. Down the bottom, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love blending colors with other colors instead of just keeping colors like monochromatic. This is so cool. It reminds me of Craft World Studio a bit. Marco, you've seen their work.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I just love it.
Trolls are great.
So good. They totally lend themselves to this kind of painting.
For this, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks great.
Just love the color work so much.
I'd be interested in seeing the whole army.
Me too, yeah.
If such a thing is in the works. Nice work, Zelton.
Yeah, thank you for submitting this. I love looking at it.
This
Ooh, yeah, look at these runes.
Is this, who did this?
I'll find it.
Not Polly. We looked at, Polly had awesome SKAVENTIDE runes as well.
Oh, this is Ty.
Ty,
This is
okay,
Ty,
yeah.
Ty did a bunch of terrain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool.
The SKAVENTIDE terrain is showing up. People are painting it, which is
Yeah.
fun. I hope people keep painting terrain. There's not enough people painting terrain out there in the world. And that's why when you go to events, you see a lot of crappy terrain. But this looks great.
It does. It's very nice.
Little skeleton. I love the
Yeah. I like the glowing green rune. That came
It's
out really nice.
But I will say this, and this is not a good thing or a bad thing. This is Ty is coming. Looks like he's coming from the 40K world. This is very grim, darky vibe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I like.
Oh, this is Chef. I think.
Oh, look at that, Chef!
Right?
Surprise.
Yeah,
Morbid curiosities.
I think Chef said he did this all in a day.
No.
Right?
No, I don't think so. No.
Okay, I don't think.
Maybe he did the
maybe I
endless spells in a day.
Maybe I misread it, but I read it that way and I was like, holy crap, Chef is fast. Anyways, but Chef is prolific. Yeah, he says he did. See?
Oh, a day? Wow.
Yeah, so Chef is prolific AF. And
it looks great.
yeah, he is working through some commissions and stuff he wants to sell and paint up.
Yeah, the Stormcast looking
Very
good.
pretty.
I like this blue
Me
cape
too,
color. It's
yeah.
like this. I don't know what you call this. Cerulean blue.
Cerulean.
Very little bit of green in there, and there's the morbid curiosities in the background. Love it.
Morbid Curiosities.
That's the name of that. Or morbid conjurations. I
Oh,
think.
okay. That set of manifestations.
Yeah. What are they called,
kind of a
folks?
cute name.
Is it morbid curiosities or morbid conjurations? I forget.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Chef. Thanks for always being in Hobby Hang. Thank you for always submitting your work so that we can share it. Oh, this is Soy Zoomers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, Soy, that your photo is so dark in the front, but I love this photo because it shows your graduations, right, from light to dark.
Yeah.
On the shields. Those are painted that way. It's not just the shadow on the photo, but he got a very high compliment in chat for it. I forget what this person said. It was like, I don't know, just somebody really, really, really enjoyed the transitions. I think it was Midgar, actually.
Oh, Midgar, yeah.
Yeah.
I love...
And I like them, too.
I love his, like, kind of rocky, flat, gray armor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A little different than you're used to seeing. And it does sort of help, like, the shield pop a bit, right?
Yeah.
As opposed to... I mean, not that people don't get great shield pops with metallic Stormcast, but I do like this.
Yeah.
This vibe. Very nice.
Thank you, Soy. Oops. Okay. Okay. Look at this thing. I was asking you last night, I'm like, what is this? This is NC Wolf.
Yeah, what is this?
But I just was like, oh, this is such a cool little shield that's made out of some kind of clear material. It almost looks like a honeycomb.
It does. Do we know what it is?
No, I don't know. That's why I was asking you. Like, it looked like something that this person made. And so I was like, I want to definitely show this off. It's super cool looking. What a cool idea.
Yeah.
So yeah, tell us more about it. I want to know the lore behind this piece of, what's, like, the shield or whatever this is. Yeah, tell us more about it, how you made it. I'm very curious. It's very cool and unique looking. Thank you for submitting it.
Yeah, thanks, NC Wolf. Good to see something from you.
Yeah. This is Tactile Sun. They're really pretty.
Oh yeah,
I love the color choices on this thing.
I do
Look at the
too.
blood all over the skirt.
Look
It's
at
good.
the
And the
little
sword.
the little tuft down there
I
too.
know. What is this thing?
I
by
don't
the
know.
way?
This is this a?
It
I
looks
don't
like
think this-
something out of Star Wars.
It doesn't look like Citadel.
No.
Is it? It might be though.
Maybe,
it might be
but-
old Citadel.
Maybe it's Rebel Moon.
Death Called Assassin. Is this a Rebel Moon mini? Oh, we
God,
could be so lucky.
We definitely need a Rebel Moon.
We need some
mini. There you
Rebel
go,
Moon.
Rudy. Send us a Rebel Moon mini.
No,
I'm
don't
kidding,
don't
yeah,
Rudy.
don't
Don't tempt him.
I know, I'm teasing. Look at if Rudy needs to get to know me, this is how I met him. But anyways, Tactile Sun, love it. It's pretty. The color choices are awesome.
Oh wait, can I
Yes.
talk about
look at the boots. I
Can I-
didn't realize these are boots.
little red
Yeah.
gradient there with blood? Can I talk about the
King KT. What is it? Is Citadel 40K Assassin
kill team?
Kill team.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Can I talk about the color scheme this made me think of?
These guys.
If you play Mega Man 1, this came up yesterday randomly of all things too. If you play Mega Man 1 for Nintendo Entertainment System and you go to Cutsman's level, this is the color scheme of that level. And it's
color scheme?
and I just watched a playthrough of this the other night as I was falling asleep. And it kind of blew my mind when I saw this. Then I was like, "Wait, I think I just saw this color scheme." And
Oh,
then,
that's funny.
it was right there. It's kind of funny. Interesting place to get color schemes from. Mega Man 1 levels.
Yeah. Oh! This is Chapter Master.
Oh,
New to submitting stuff. Says longtime watcher. But,
do we know this
hasn't.
guy? Is this the guy we
This
know?
is not Chapter Master Ballsack. I'm pretty sure it just says Chapter
Just a different
Master.
chapter master. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Look at Rudy taunting us. Yeah, so I love this source. It's like the classic blue.
Yep.
The source blue. And then I love how the shield has stars on it. What a nice touch. I wouldn't have thought to do that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's super pretty. I love that.
Little like freehand.
Yeah, glad to see you participating in the Discord. It's great. We love this. Please share more of your work, and love featuring it.
Very nice.
And
Very
here's
nice.
a Cody.
Oh, we know this
We know
guy.
this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. You were talking about the way his style is starting to look very like comic book,
Like
kind of
graphic
pop-
novel
Yeah, yeah.
and stuff. I
He
feel
has
like.
these really nice. Speaking of contrast, right? But like he does contrast very well. He
Yeah.
uses it to, like, it's very definitive where things are. You know what you're looking at.
Yeah.
Sometimes these models, it's like I don't even know what I'm painting, so I'm just gonna slap whatever nearby color I have on it.
Right.
But he brings everything out so well with
Yeah.
his contrast. Yeah.
Yeah, this looks great.
Yeah, thank you, Cody. Always for submitting
Cody-
and being active and engaging and
Yep.
hanging out in Hobby Hang.
Cody
You
needs
do a
to-
lot for us.
Cody needs to start a Kingdom Death channel where you just watch him paint Kingdom Death and then watch him because he plays through this.
Oh, I know.
And he plays both with friends, but he also does the solo campaigns, which I'm sure people have already streamed. But I'm kind of curious. I'd be curious to see those streams.
Yeah.
I should check some out.
So it's been almost 2 hours, and I'm still putting down the base coat on my vines.
First day painting vines.
First day painting with Meg. Yeah.
What I'm doing right now, Meg, is I am going through
I'm like, I'll do this real
and
fast.
darkening the very bottom. Can I show you? Can I find a model and show and pass it to you and show on the
Yeah.
on the cam the difference between the second pass and the first pass?
Yeah. Oh, I missed a leaf. Ugh. Yeah, please do.
Okay, so on the first pass, we look like this. Is this a good first pass model? Yeah, on the first pass, we look like this. And that one actually has a little bit of stuff kind of missed as well. But on the second pass, you can see closer to the bottom of the robe. We put basically a second layer and make it a little bit darker. So we're just smoothing gradients, honestly, and just putting it darker towards the back of the robe a little
Oh,
bit.
yeah. I see that.
Compared to the front one, yeah.
Cool. I don't really have again, it's just vines. I'm just putting in the base coat still.
No, yeah, that's no.
But
no.
I mean,
no, yeah.
shut up, Zach. I'm like putting in the base coat is helpful because I was looking at this and I was like, why is this thing so bright? Like it's so, I don't know. It just like all seemed one big bright mush, and I was like, oh right, I need to put the vines in, and that will help a lot. So, I mean, I don't know. It's helping me. I like seeing the vines getting filled in.
Oh, no, I'm sure it's helping. Yeah, that's very true when you're doing kind of like blocking out what's going on where.
Pretty much. That's where I'm going. And once I get the base coat down, the rest is actually a lot easier because I'm really only highlighting up the areas I can reach, because if I can't reach them, then there's probably no light on them anyway, you know?
Makes sense.
Yeah. So then I don't have to lay in as much paint at a time. Yeah. Let's see.
Let's stick on this view for a minute. Watch Meg work.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because we need to talk about our hobby challenge. We have a winner for last month. It did happen.
It did.
We voted and everything. So we need to talk about that next and what this month's challenge is, which isn't a surprise. And then lastly on our list today is to tell you guys about the giveaway, because that's why you're here. You're not here because you love us. We had to bribe you. Yeah, we'll be talking about that at the end, how you can enter, and then we will post all the rules in the description of the video once this is done, once we're done hanging out with you guys.
SKAVENTIDE box, pretty fun.
SKAVENTIDE, yeah.
Maybe we could actually go pick that SKAVENTIDE box up.
We probably should, because if they give it away or something, then you guys aren't winning anything.
If Games Workshop store
Just, you know
gives
what, we're gonna
away
give
our
this away.
SKAVENTIDE box, because we haven't picked it up yet, I will ask them kindly
You will riot?
for a second SKAVENTIDE box.
Oh, yeah, they'll probably do it.
That's not how that works. You cannot
You
just
cannot just give away my stuff.
Also, you never called us to tell us it was in. Like, come on, dude.
Come on, guys. Okay, none of this has happened, so
Not yet.
no. All right, let's talk challenge. I want to get to it. Let's see what everybody submitted last month for heat. These were our heat entries.
Okay, yeah. Now, hold on. One
Yeah.
quick thing. If you're new to this, this is our crowing
talk
for it
about it, yeah.
contest, where it's basically you submit something that you painted, and use this hashtag crowing for it. You submit it in our Discord, and you then we vote on a winner that matches the theme. And that winner gets a prize. And the coolest prize the winner gets, we do send a physical prize out if you're so interested and want to share your address with us. But the coolest prize that the person gets, honestly, probably, is that they get to ask Soups, who is working on a Castellan Crow mini, that's where the title comes from, crowing for it, to paint a part of that mini. And we showed off that mini so far after 6 months. We showed it off when Soups came out to visit a few weeks ago, and it is looking very good.
Yeah, go check out the stream if you missed it.
Honestly, it just looks good. I want to say it looks insane and weird.
It does look
and
insane.
It kind of does, but
no, it looks insane, but well done insane.
yeah, if you put that in your Imperial army as like a,
People will
I don't know if he can be an Imperial agent. I know he's a Grey Knight, but people would be like, "Wow, that's cool," and they'd be like, "Yeah, it's pretty wild."
Like,
but
oh, Dora the
yeah.
Explorer, interesting.
So here are our entries. We had some good ones.
We had a hard time choosing. I know that we were neck and neck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. But we did have a winner.
We did. So why don't we show it?
And
Here
that
it is.
winner is
Cody.
Cody,
For this
speaking
hot
of.
beefcake. Speaking of bulges.
Yeah, this guy, Heat. And yeah, we love this guy. This is the you saw earlier in his fan stuff, the redheaded chick. This guy, super cool. I don't know what to say. It just looks.
It's great. I mean, he's such a wonderful painter. We show him off all the time.
Yeah.
And again, like, his work is just beautiful and smooth and like very pleasing to look at.
It's also weirdly very fast.
It's very colorful. And then like you look at his I don't know what this is, an axe, a scythe. It's like crazy monstrosity weapon, but like it's got all this cool weathering on it, right? And like he does
it's like
get
obsidian, right?
Gets gritty too.
It's like an obsidian thing or something. Yeah, it looks very cool.
Yeah. So I'm really happy that you've won, Cody. I know Soup's already chatted with you, so hopefully you have your Discord title now or soon. And yeah, congrats. And
Yep.
thanks for being a big part of our community. Okay, that means, you guys, we have to talk about this month's theme. Need you guys to know now. Avert your eyes. You might want to for a second, but this month's theme is out of your comfort zone.
Ew, yeah, that is weird.
Yeah, I wanted to push everybody out of their comfort zone a little bit by looking at this picture of Soups. That. So we'll
This
talk
is like
about
Daryl Parnell's character in
is-
Fallout.
So his
When you-
eyes,
when you see those-
his eyes are switched places. You may not be able to catch that because it's
It's-
subtle.
No,
it's
but
super subtle.
we were talking. No, it makes him look like a totally different person.
He looks crazy.
He
And
loo-
then his nose is gone, but it's on his forehead. And then also it's green because he paints everything red. Paint something green, Soups. But anyways, this is out of your comfort zone. Get out of your comfort zone. For me, that would probably be an entirely non-metallic metal model. That would be me getting out of my comfort zone by quite a bit. Yeah, thanks Soups for running this for us. One of my new hobbies, though, every once a month, is like getting to mess with Soups' face for the graphics.
I think for me, it'll be hobby hanging and not ridiculing
That's you getting out of your comfort
our
zone is
supporters.
being nice.
Being nice to our supporters when they show up in hobby hang
Yeah.
to offer their friendship, and
There's Zach just being a big jerk.
instead I'll be nice. I'm just
Okay.
kidding. I'm always nice. That's
Oh.
Oh, you walked that one back real fast.
May, you got to rebase your army to get out of your comfort zone. No, I don't want to. This competition is not open to me, so I don't have to do it.
Or me. I don't have to be nice.
Yeah, we don't have to do any of these things, but you do. Join the challenge.
You do have to do them. You have to do these. If you're here right now, you have to do these.
Join our Discord. Do the challenge. Push yourself out of your comfort zone. Join a hobby hang. Paint it while you're in hobby hang if you're not into that.
It's like going to the.
I can count.
It's like going to the
Totally
grocery
open to
store.
interpretations.
It's like going to the grocery store and they're out there asking people to sign petitions, and it's like, so you don't want seniors to have housing? Just
What?
confused here.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. Wait. So you, because this is a signature. We're not asking you for any money. So I guess you just don't like seniors having housing. Okay. No,
Yeah.
it's a little different, but.
Let's see. Okay. A few more minutes and then we'll get to the giveaway. Really quickly, Chris. Go ahead, read it.
Oh, Chris says you guys are the best. I just thought I'd tell you guys. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you for using your Lab Mandrill, free
Mandrill.
super chat
Yep.
thing.
Thanks,
you guys
Chris, as
have those.
always.
It is a new month, so a lot of times those turn over.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's just how it works. But
Yeah, I think
I
you get
could
one a
be
month. I had one yesterday that
Yeah.
I used.
now's a good time to use them. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for the hearts.
Pat, I'm talking about when you go to the grocery store, at least
Yeah.
down in California, there's often times somebody with a little table set up there trying to get you to sign. So you don't have this because we have the proposition system in California.
Oh,
So
is that a different?
most
thing?
states don't do that.
Oh
So,
wait, really?
Yeah.
What?
So in California,
what?
if you get enough signatures on something, it can become a proposition on the ballot.
Ooh, guys, what should our proposition be?
And
Yeah.
so, but the catch with propositions is that they're always they're almost they're typically funded, unfortunately, often by interest groups, and they're usually sneaky. Like
Well, they can be.
the plastic.
Some of them are good.
Yeah, like some of them are good. Yeah. Oftentimes the wording will be
But,
weird
yeah,
and
you gotta-
confusing.
You always have to watch out for these.
Sometimes they're funded by out-of-state organizations. Prop
Yep,
8,
that's
famous Prop
actually
8.
what got Prop 8, which was which allowed people to marry any gender to fail. The first time in California, it failed
Yeah.
because of I mean, a lot of it is just uninformed
yeah.
voters, but people pumping in money from other
right.
states.
An interest, a conservative Mormon group in Utah basically spent a ton of money going into like very rural areas in California and getting groups who have been historically, more religious to vote. Anyway,
I'll say conservative.
Yeah. So, Utah, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Pat,
proposition.
So what happens
why are we talking about this?
So what happens in California is
you're talking about the grocery store.
You go to Safeway and there's somebody set up there, and they are trying to get you to sign a thing. And
so that they get enough names on a list and then they can submit it, and that's how that works.
And it always starts off with like, hey, can you help seniors get housing? And then you walk over and it's like...
That's always what they start with.
Something like that. And then you walk over and you look at it and it's like, this is for this development company to destroy like all of this open space, fill in the Sacramento Delta and destroy the ecosystem so that people can build condos. Yeah. And you're like, sorry, this is for seniors? And like, well, anyone really can live there, but yeah, we're going to just turn all of the nature into condos. And that's what you're signing. You're like, oh, cool. Yeah, I'm not going to sign this.
All right, we're going to move on because I actually don't like this topic at all.
I'm fine with it. I think
know
it's
you
fine.
are.
Pat asked. I think we're good.
Pat. Thanks a lot, Pat.
He's fine. We're fine.
I think we should talk about the giveaway.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
It's time.
Yeah.
It is time. Okay. This is happening, guys. Well, except I can't find it. There it is. It's happening. Okay, so this is easy. This is just like every other stream we've done where there's a giveaway. You're just going to leave a comment after the stream's over. You'll be able to just leave normal comments and not just chat comments. And that's it. We're going to pick a winner tomorrow at noon 01, 12:01 p.m. Pacific time. We're going to randomly choose a winner who leaves a comment. I have a request to make from everybody watching this. I would like to see everybody watching this to leave a rat emoji in their comment. And it's not going to improve your chances of winning or anything like that, but it would tell me like, okay, everybody who left a rat, watch the stream. So I'm kind of curious, like how many of you watch the stream and enter as opposed to people who just come by, read the description and are like, here is a comment.
Yeah,
leave a rat. It might tell me something. It's not perfect. It's not a perfect system, but I'd like to see that happen. Anyways, so we will pick a winner tomorrow. You guys will see the winner in our Discord, and then to claim the prize, you just reach out to us, and we'll follow up from there. All of this will be in the description itself after the stream, and you'll have 24 hours to enter. So that's that.
Yeah.
Other questions? Guys, other questions? Because we can't hear you.
We can answer questions, though.
We can answer questions.
We can answer questions about this.
Yeah.
Because if we don't get any questions, we're going back to talking about the proposition system.
Nope, I don't want to.
Well, I'll just...
I know. Elijah says, if I win, I'll straight ship my Cruel Boys to Chef. Wow, Chef. Now there's like a whole system of like...
Wait, there's no Cruel Boys in this box.
No, but maybe he'll start a new
army
and get rid of his Cruel
I
Boys.
I see.
If I win, oh my God, it would be amazing if somebody at Nova won or somebody in California won who's nearby, so we wouldn't have to pay for shipping, but we will pay for shipping. It's fine.
I don't know, like, do we actually... It might just be easier for us to ship.
And return this one that we bought? Yeah. We'll figure it out.
Oh, I see that. No, I was going to say then to haul one of these to Nova.
Yeah. Although, we're flying Southwest. We can check our bags for free.
Okay.
So, whichever way we take it.
We can check our SKAVENTIDE for free.
Yeah. JPC, member for 5 months, Lab Mandrill. Where are the trains? Listen, JPC, I am doing my part. I want trains. I want trains all the time.
No trains all the time, but they will be back.
I want to run trains on our stream. I think we should do it Monday.
We won't do it Monday. We don't have Brett. We don't have our train guy. But we will be doing it after Old Town Throwdown. Not the Monday directly after, because we won't even be here. But we will be doing it pretty soon. And you can look for those on Monday night members games. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, JPC, and you're obviously a member. So, yes, we will be doing train. We have... Serena actually have a little bit more work to do on the Goblin board that we want to show off. And then we'll get to show it with the train and with all the new stuff it's going to have. Well, not all the new stuff, but the one cool new thing it's going to have. And the train, so we're very excited. Train will be back, don't worry. We still have it. We still love it.
Yeah. Mars says, if I won, I might be so impatient, I would ask to drive over and get it. I'd be fine with that, Mars. That'd be great. We could definitely make that happen. We'll take you out to a key.
To a key, yeah.
Yeah. What else? Who else said this? Let's see. Ship it. Oh, ship it with all the shirts to Soups' house. Barry, if you win this box, you should order a shirt because I'll refund your shipping. It's fine. Because the shipping is covered for this giveaway. Yeah, we have a train guy, and all the shirts are being shipped to Soups' house, apparently. So talk to Soups. Anyways, so yeah, there's the giveaway details. That's pretty much all you need to know. It's very easy. And we'll confirm the winner once it's selected with you. So yeah, good luck.
The one thing I learned about trains and Warhammer and the combination of the two is you guys would be surprised how, I guess I didn't know this about real trains, but they actually can't make very sharp turns. And it kind of makes sense. In fact, I think a lot of trains have been getting derailed recently by making too sharp of turns, or I don't know how that happens,
Scary.
honestly. That's probably not what's causing it. But rails can only be like the angle of the curve can only be so much. And it's not a lot. It's actually kind of hard to put the train on the board in an interesting way multiple times. And what I mean by that is, if we just want to have a circle, that's very easy. If we want to have kind of like an oval, that's pretty easy. But doing anything like having the train weave through the board on a 44 by 60 mat is actually quite challenging. You run out of space very quickly.
There was a stream where it was off screen for a lot of it.
We've done that a couple times, and that does honestly help. And I think it's also kind of fun because like the train leaves and then comes back.
Yeah.
But that one is, it's still kind of hard to. I don't know, if you're thinking of like this battlefield with this train weaving through it, you'll be, I think, a little disappointed.
The train would need to be a lot smaller, I think. And then you could get tighter curves. I think the train we have is too big for having the kind of curves that we want.
I mean, I think the curves we have are fine.
If we want to do something kind of crazy and windy,
if we wanted to do something,
you need a house for that. Like, you need a giant living room.
We either need a much bigger board or maybe, like you're saying, a much smaller train.
Right, if we want to do more fun things with the shape of the tracks, the pathway, yeah. But, yeah, so I think what Zach's saying is fair. Like, we don't want to overdo it because then people don't care about the train, and we can't have that.
Yeah.
We need you guys to love the train.
It's like the McRib. We can't give it to you all the time.
Otherwise, you'll remember how terrible it is.
Yeah.
No, I love our train. I do want to see our train more. And JPC, I am fighting the good fight, I promise. I can't always win.
Not a fight.
Zach.
We will have the train on, but we're not going to have it on tomorrow.
A big fight. No, not tomorrow. I'm sorry. I did what I could. But that's fine. It'll be back. Don't worry. Don't worry. It'll be back. We love the train. Mars. Actually, I live in Modesto, so not too far of a drive. Mars wins it. It's getting that free trip to a key too.
Free trip to a key, yeah.
Free trip to a key for anyone who wants to pick up the SKAVENTIDE box.
Yeah, see, Tactrilson gets
if they win it.
The Shamrock Shake. Man, I had a Shamrock Shake like 2 or 3 years ago, and it was, I didn't like it anymore.
I love them.
You still love them?
I mean, I think I do. My memory.
You haven't had one in years.
It's been.
You'll never have one. You'll never have no.
It's been 15. I can't count. 15 years. Sorry.
But I had one. I tried one. I can't remember. It was like 4 or 5 years ago, and I tossed it.
You don't like the taste of all those chemicals?
I basically tossed it immediately. I'm not even sure.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
that would have made me really sad.
I was like, oh nope, this isn't any good anymore. Can't do that.
Anyway. Leah.
Leah, we know
You're
this
so
person.
sweet, Leah. I hope you're feeling better, Leah.
Leah got sick.
Gifting 5 Hobby Collab memberships. Welcome, 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 everybody.
Leah got sick. We made her soup.
I know. Well,
Hopefully
you keep saying we. I didn't do anything.
Well,
I don't know how to. We talked about this the other night. You won't even let me make a sandwich. And like that's like that classic women in the kitchen joke. We can't even make it because you won't let me make you a sandwich. That's how bad I am. Zach, I'm not done, and I need to be done. What do you think? Should we hobby hang after this? What are you thinking? Or do we need to eat?
We'll probably have some food and then hobby hang.
All
Yeah.
right.
We haven't eaten yet today.
We haven't eaten. We did have a shot, our shot of relief.
We did. We had coffee.
And coffee, but I think we might.
Yeah, we will probably be in our Discord.
We'll be in hobby hang in a little bit. Just give us a second to eat.
A lot of you
first.
know the drill, but
Yeah.
If you're new,
But yeah,
don't be afraid.
to join, you can join on silent. It's not weird at all.
You can, and you can type and just say hi.
can
Honestly, also
have
the
your
other thing,
camera off.
the other thing
You
I
just
will,
want people to hang out with. That's us.
yeah, I will say also that we've had new people joining recently, and
Yeah, it's been nice.
if you are new and you join and we don't all like make a huge deal, like we haven't really been doing that, which I think is a good thing.
Yeah,
Like
we
when
don't
you come in,
freak
we don't all
anyone
stop
out.
what we're doing
It's
and be like,
fine.
oh, hey, new person, what are you? Like we'll probably just say hi and then keep talking
And,
about whatever
yeah, and
asinine thing we're talking about.
You take the reins on when you want to chat with us. Yeah. Cool.
Meg, I actually did it.
Okay, I didn't. I still haven't even finished my base coat. I forgot, like, the vines are all over the place, and so it's very easy. You have to be careful, right? Like,
And you're doing a lot too.
I know. I had such high hopes. And then I realized as I'm doing the vines, I have missed all these tiny little hidden animals. There's like lizards and frogs, like this big,
It's
like
a
all
lot.
over. And I'm like, oh, I need to do those too because they're so cute. You can't ignore them.
It's a lot.
Nickel ding me for sure
Yeah.
in Old Town Throwdown. Are you excited about Old Town Throwdown? Zach?
Yes, I am. I'm really excited.
Yeah. Talking about it last night in Hobby Hang made me more excited, actually.
JPC says, thank you, by the way, JPC,
Yeah,
for the
thank
support.
you.
He says, you can replace the train with a disco ball. Well, we
Oh!
do. That's a good idea,
Wait
actually.
a minute. Done.
Yeah, we can. We can.
Yes.
Actually,
Thank you, JB.
I mean, honestly, there's a lot of things we could do. With the system we have in place, which is a trade secret, there's a lot
Trade
of
secret.
A trade secret.
Lights that react to things.
There's a lot of things
No
we
one
could
else
do.
here knows about if this then that.
Yeah, well, I know. In some ways, I like also. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, train secret. Yeah, more like train secret. We could get a disco ball. We do have the lights, right? So these lights were triggered, JPC.
That's
if you
not
don't
the
know,
same.
these
We
were
need a
triggered
disco
by
light.
your super chat.
Yeah.
So the lights are
So we
crazy
can-
right now because
we can
of
look
the
into disco
super
ball.
chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to pee, so I'm like, I want to hold very still.
There's a lot of things we could do for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of support, we want to thank Mandrills.
Thanks, you guys.
Thanks, Mandrills.
Thanks, everybody.
We've gotten a few. We did not hit our goal of 69 by the end of July, but you know we did that thing where we shot
It
for the
was a-
stars and landed on the moon, which I think shot for the moon and
No,
landed among the stars.
That
That makes
the
more
way,
sense,
The way
yeah.
you said it the first time is actually what makes sense.
Right.
Because the stars are a lot farther away than the moon.
Yeah, but it's not.
I'm gonna cover this.
It's not as inspiring. that
Not
way.
as inspiring, no. But thanks everybody. This is our first time doing a members only chat stream. Let us know what you guys thought. I don't know how that impacted your experience, but if it did, let us know. We're looking to try new things. Maybe it made it more fun for you. I don't know.
Did you feel like maybe there were moments where you wished a non-member had a voice?
Yeah. Look out for the little guys.
Members
Look
or
out for the great names.
subs?
Members.
Members.
I did members. Yeah.
Okay.
We went hard.
We went hard.
Yeah.
Hard.
Now again,
Capitalism.
The giveaway is open to everybody. You don't have to be a member to enter the giveaway. That's
Yeah.
illegal.
It's illegal. We can't.
Wouldn't do it that
we
way.
can't do that.
We know better.
Yeah.
Okay, there
Our
we go.
tax guy would be on us.
Party lights. Cast our dogs. What?
Cast our dogs.
I don't understand what that means. Okay. Anyway.
I told you, Mag. Look at Polly. Yeah, we know Polly.
Doms?
Our
Cast our
our
doms?
tax guy, aka Polly. Can't be running a
Oh my
lot
God,
already.
Polly, you didn't tell me. You just asked about it.
Polly's
thought I had
gonna
a
win this.
loophole and I
Polly's gonna
didn't.
win this thing. I know
It's
it.
gonna be so annoying.
No,
Polly, if you win, you have to come over and get it. So that when AOS
From
5
continental
or
Europe.
6 comes out,
From continental
then you'll
Europe.
have saved enough to come over and visit,
Yeah.
and then you can have this.
Yeah, when AOS 5th edition comes out, you can start a Skaven army. They'll be good. Just like, are we ready? Are we
All
ready
right,
to say
I think
bye?
we're ready.
Okay, Meg, you want to take us out?
Okay, sure, why not? Be kind to yourselves, kind to each other. Always be creating, and see you in Hobby Chat. Bye.